Hello.
Hello.
So today I'm here with Jack Taliercio and Ben Messing.
Hey.
And we're going to talk about the Harborfields Robotics Club.
Eat.
So, now we got an applause from Mr. Pinto's class. We are currently located in the science closet inside Mr. Pinto's room. So, this is the hangout you guys go to a lot, right?
If you know what I
Oh,
mean.
hot take. So, Robotics Club. Tell me a little about the club, guys. You know, you guys are big members of the club. You know, this is the, you've been doing this for a few years now. So what do you got to say?
So Robotics Club is 3 teams, a freshman team, a sophomore team, and then the junior senior team. And we all compete in a robotics competition called the FTC, and we build robots that are dope as hell. And then each year has like a challenge. And this year's challenge is to stack like foam blocks in a crypto box, which is like a fancy word for box. And then grab some dude and place some, I don't know how to explain it. We grab like a relic, and then we have to place the relic like outside of the field using like a extension arm. Mm-hmm. And we have to do that within 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And what exactly are your roles on this on the team?
I'm the president of the club.
That's big.
It's pretty big.
I guess I'm the lead programmer.
Wow, sorry guys, I'm talking to the big men here of HF Robotics.
The biggest.
The biggest men.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pick with a C, not with a K. Don't get us wrong here.
So, you know, I'm also a member of robotics, and you know, I've seen you guys working on this robot very hard at work. So, either of you want to tell me about the robot? You know, how it works, what you guys designed.
So we're both on the junior senior team, and our robot is superior, just like our grade. So
True.
We have a unique intake system in which we load the blocks in with some wheels. We drag them into our robot horizontally. We lift them up, and then with a flipper we can stack them vertically, which is a really efficient design that allowed us to perform really well at this last tournament.
And I did see that live on the HF Robotics Instagram page.
Yes, you did. It was our excellent commentator, Jay Best, was live streaming everything. It was great. It was a great day for all of HF, really.
That's good. So this is
Entirety of HF.
entirety of HF.
Yeah, like including.
Like I don't know if you were aware of it happening, but I'm sure you felt the vibes just coming from this robotics tournament. If you were not a part of the robotics team,
We did. We did.
Oh, I thought when you said HF, I was referring to Hydrophoric.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
I was referring to Harborfields.
That is true. They have the same initials. Hydrophoric is the senior team, correct?
Yes, it is. It's a name that no one really understands unless you explain it to them, so it's not the greatest name.
Who came up with this name?
Not me.
Not you?
Don't know.
Unknown. No one wants to take credit for Hydrophoric.
Could have been. Never mind.
Okay. We'll move on. So, you guys, you know, you're in this competition, the First Tech Challenge, correct?
Correct.
Incorrect.
Correct.
I heard incorrect, but I guess I'm correct. So, I like our, you know, this class behind us keeps laughing, and it sounds like we got a laugh track. It's pretty cool. So, so you guys participated in 2 qualifiers, right?
Yes,
Correct.
Correct. So, let's start with the first one. So, how did that one go? You know, I was actually there, but you guys can explain it.
Well, it was going all right. We were, performing nicely the first round. And then our robot bricked after I may or may not have ripped a cable out of our robot that powers it on.
So, you're taking the blame here.
I am taking the blame, but we did get 20 points one round, even as a brick, because we were still on the balancing stone at the end of the match, so I'll take it as a win.
But the rest of Harborfields also did really well. For example, our freshman team was the captain of an alliance, which brought them into the finals, only to be brought down by our sophomore team.
Wow.
They weren't the captain, but they were on the winning alliance with their efficient robot.
So that's like a pretty tricky situation because, you know, you guys are all 3 separate teams from the same school, so you have to compete against each other. But
the conflict of interest was there. we sort of resolved it by agreeing to just go all out and not really hold back on the team because we know that they do the same.
That's good. Competitive spirit.
Gracious professional.
Gracious professionalism, correct. Well, so you guys, senior team had its problems that first qualifier, but this past Sunday, you guys came back to another qualifier, so let's talk about that one.
Well, our robot remembered that it is not a brick and it's a robot.
Good.
And we tore up the competition in the best way possible. We got the highest score of the day.
Damn.
345 points, that is.
That is a lot of points.
We won all of our matches except for one.
Because we were a bricky boy, because it forgot for one match that we were not a bricky boy.
It's alright. We were the first pick for Alliance selection because everyone knew we were great.
Wow.
And then won the final match.
Wow, so that's pretty crazy that you guys are like top tier.
Yeah, indeed.
And our other teams performed very well too. So this match in the finals, it was us and two other teams, and we were versing the sophomore and the freshman team along with one of their alliance members. Of course, we showed no mercy and beat them, but it was good to see that all three HF Robotics teams were present in the final match.
Nice.
Yeah, you could say like out of the 25 teams there, in the top 6, 3 of them were Harborfields. Like
That's crazy. HF, like,
in the top 6.
Yeah.
that's really good. And who knew HF had all these, good student engineers up in here?
Yeah. Meanwhile, we get no funding from the school.
Do you not?
Exactly.
Elaborate.
The school gives us a total of $0 for any of our supplies, registration, etc. They do give us Mr. Pinto, and he's pretty good, so that's nice.
Yes, this is
It's
true.
a bit of a trade-off, but
Our budget this year is coming around $6,000,
wow.
which is pretty good since we raised most of that from corporate sponsorships.
That's good,
So that's
yeah.
doing us well.
And a lot of out of pocket. Just
No, but it's getting reimbursed. Out of pocket is just like a temporary thing. The money's coming from sponsors.
never mind.
I'm gonna give a little editorial opinion here. I believe people, the school system should be supporting more engineering, less sports, because and this is great because it's like real world stuff. You gotta get sponsors, you gotta set up, donate, you gotta reach out, and I think the school should back this. Plus the whole engineering robotics aspect, and Yanni, get on that. Just the school has to rethink its priorities, in my opinion.
I agree. The STEM field, it's a growing field that our school just doesn't embrace.
True. So, now that you guys got through in the qualifier, what's next?
We were going to tear up the regionals by making upgrades that other people can't handle. No. Now we are adding a relic arm, so we never had we never had a relic arm on a robot before, so we were never able to grab the relic and put it outside the field. So we bought some linear slides or drawer slides, and we were going to attach it and then grab the relic during autonomous, which would be some smooth moves that have not been yet seen before at local FTC competitions. And then we are going to do a lot of other things that will be great.
So you guys are really trying to step up the competition even more.
Yes, the goal is to move on to the Super Regionals, which it will be in Pennsylvania.
Wow. And yeah, I was
3-day tournament too.
going to ask, like, what's the overall goal here? Like, what would be the best case scenario?
The best case would be to get to the World Championship in Detroit. Ooh. That's the goal.
What do you win for winning that?
Scholarships.
Scholarships.
I don't know what you win.
Just
Pride.
Pride.
For the memories, really.
Yeah, for
So
Good
the
answer.
Last year doing robotics, and we got
Good answer.
the best.
facts.
Would you say this is this has been the most successful year of robotics so far?
Considering previous robots have been mainly put together in the last 3 days before the competition and been low functioning.
Uh-huh.
I think. Well, this is the first year we also ever qualified. We never
True.
qualified before, so us and the sophomore team are qualified right now, and the
Yeah, that's great.
freshmen have one more chance. So definitely our most successful year yet for robotics.
Well, I would say that our successes this year aren't in the robot that we've built. It's more like in the club that we've built this year.
Wow.
I mean,
This is why he's our president.
previous years robotics has been like we've been struggling to make it like an open place for engineering that like in our goal is to have like anyone just be able to walk into robotics, preferably at the beginning of the year, and just have a place that they could feel accepted, and like just build what they want. Previously, this hasn't been the case because we haven't had the ambition or the money to like. But this year we've expanded big enough that it's great that what we're doing now. There's a team of all freshmen, and they're doing amazing. Like none of them have done this before. But, we were afraid at the beginning of the year, like, hey, like, these freshmen, they're all by themselves. Are they going to step it up? And they did. They stepped into their role, and they're doing admirably. Like, we walk into a meeting, and people are just building. Everyone's loose. It's really a great feeling, how far we've come over the past years.
That's awesome. That's good. Everyone's on board. Everyone's putting all the effort into it, and it's starting to show off. Let's talk. What else? That was a good answer. So robotics, engineering. There's some CAD in there, right? You've designed some parts. I've heard.
Yeah, designed a few parts that we used.
24 parts.
24 individually 3D printed parts.
That's impressive.
Custom for our robot. We won the design award for that.
Oh, that's great.
And
any other awards?
Maxwell Collins award.
The Innovate Award.
Yes.
This past week because it actually worked, so they're impressed.
Oh, congratulations!
Unique design won the Innovate Award.
Wow. Oh, congratulations,
And
guys! You guys are
the
racking in
second
those
Inspire
trophies.
Yeah.
Although it's kind of ironic, the Innovate Award. Everyone was so impressed with our like unique system, which we can't take full credit for the concept, which we kind of just found on YouTube somewhere. And we're like, hey, that looks good. So we made it our own, but the concept isn't ours. Everyone gave us too much credit for that.
Yeah, I suppose. But we also added a lot of things in. Like Ben said, we did make it our own. Like the team had like a full line of wheels bringing the block to the back, but we decided that a conveyor belt would be more effective, and our lifting mechanism and our flipping mechanism was like designed by Ben and CAD'd and all that. So I think we definitely kind of put our robot into our own.
No, we by no means copied it. It's more like we were inspired by their design.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. And let's see. So guys are seniors, gonna be leaving after this. What do you hope? How are you gonna make sure that this club's gonna thrive in the future?
Well, like I said before, a few measures we did was like we created this all freshman team that makes sure that we have some strong freshman leadership that'll last for 4 years. We got a sophomore team that's doing great. They have their own leadership, and even within our junior-senior team, next year, I mean, obviously we're not going to be here. So at this upcoming qualifier that we not that we don't have to do well at, but like we already qualified, so it's not that big of a stress. We're gonna make it a purely junior meet, as in the seniors are gonna take the step away and let the juniors take control of all like the leadership aspects of a competition, so that they can carry it on for next year.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And something we're also kind of hoping for too is now, since we're doing really well this year and all of our teams are being like really successful, and there's 40 members from all grades in our school, like in robotics, like we're hoping that the school is like kind of recognize robotics as kind of something that's a little bit like a larger scope than before. And I know Mr. Pinto put in for a class about robotics, in which case that people would learn about this stuff in class and then be able to apply it to robotics. And there's a lot of places that robotics could definitely go in the future if our school really wanted to embrace it. There's a really big robotics competition called FRC, in which you build like ginormous robots that are practically as big as a person. It's really expensive, but like a lot of schools like Syosset and other places do it, and it's like that's like a really impressive thing to do. And then they also do these FTC teams too. But if our school like really wanted to embrace robotics and engineering, like we kind of gave them, I feel like a lot of like we kind of set it up so that they could probably step into it and be like, wow, there's like some infrastructure already here that we could work with.
Yeah, I've definitely proven yourself there. You've definitely shown that there is interest, a lot of interest, and I hope it works out.
Thanks.
Thank you.
But yeah, let's see. I have any other questions for you guys? It's good interview. A lot of hot takes. Got a question here from Twitter. It says from B boy 94. He says, is there a correlation between wearing cool hats and making it further in the tournament?
For certainly. Yes, at this past qualifier, we had to pick a third team. We picked the team with these cool Indiana Jones hats, and of course we won because we had them. However,
our first alliance partner had this life-sized relic costume on too.
oh yeah,
So cosplay helps as well.
Yes, and our robot had LEDs on it, and everyone was like, "You better watch out for that team with the LEDs."
However, when it came to the Inspire Award, like the ultimate award, it was pretty much the contenders were us and this other team called Robo Boogies, which we beat our robot. But they look at more than just robot for the Inspire Award, and clearly they had these pink construction hats, and that is certainly what gave them first place Inspire and us second place Inspire.
Yeah.
So we're thinking of upgrading our cosplay game for the next tournament.
Definitely.
I think that we will be the Hydrofluoric Robotics team, but our nickname will be the Space
Oh
Cowboys.
my gosh, please no.
We've had long a debate about this.
Would that include a Space Cowboy hat?
Yes, we include a Space Cowboy hat. And cowgirls. We have girls on our team, so it'll be Space Cowboys and cowgirls.
Yes.
Thoughts from President Messing?
Robotics is not a gender specific club. We have lots of girls here, believe it or not.
You heard it from Ben. Robotics has no gender. Hot take. But I think we'll wrap it up here. You know, best of luck, guys, in the upcoming tournament.
Thanks, man.
It
No.
has got significantly warmer.
They got warmer, you know.
Conversation
It's
now.
being with the buds, you know. It warms me up on the inside. It is pretty hot here. We opened a window. So this is us signing out from the back of Mr. Pinto's room in the science closet while there's a class going on.
All right, well, thank you, sir.
And thanks, guys.